Hi, my name is Joanna Hodgson, and welcome to my presentation on effective teaching practices. What does effective teaching look like? As an educator, it is important to provide a safe and secure environment that encourages opportunities for students to learn, extending on their prior knowledge and interests, enabling them to use their own skills to develop an in-depth learning through investigating and interpreting. Through this, the educator is enabling the student by scaffolding their learning, working together helping to provide them with skills that they need to thrive in today's society. Today I will be focusing on three main aspects of effective teaching practices: how educators ensure they are providing for students' wellbeing and pastoral care, how educators consider the school environment and their practices when providing for their students, and finally, how do we as educators ensure our classroom resources are supporting our students. What is wellbeing and pastoral care? Effective wellbeing and pastoral care is achieved through promoting positive school environments that support the physical, social, intellectual, and emotional development of every student. Students must be seen as individuals with different needs and aspirations. They should be encouraged to develop their own understandings of the world they live in, developing their own abilities at their own pace. It is essential as an educator to understand these needs and provide all children with the appropriate tools to encourage them to navigate their way through the inevitable pressures and challenges of today's world, encouraging them to approach their future with confidence. Wellbeing and pastoral care can be achieved through providing quality and supportive relationships with children, families, the community, and educators. Community of practice theory believes that knowledge doesn't only occur in isolation, but more so from interactions with others. They need to be provided with comprehensive and inclusive approaches to learning. Educators should have a great understanding of theories and approaches to education to help ensure they are effectively teaching their students. They need to be provided with effective networks of care, appropriate and effective pastoral care strategies, and provided with supportive and coordinated organisational structures. In order to provide for our students, we need to focus a lot of attention on how we are setting up the learning environment. When developing a greater understanding of how important the environment is, I look to the Reggio Emilia approach, where it is believed that the environment enhances and facilitates a child's construction of his or her own powers of thinking through the combination of all expressive, communicative, and cognitive languages. They see the environment as the third teacher, offering a kind of aquarium which reflects the ideas, ethics, attitudes, and the culture of the people who live in it. Teaching principles are also an essential part of effective teaching, as they construct the way children look at their world. Teachers need to have an in-depth understanding of theories behind effective teaching. Teachers need to be persistent, enthusiastic, committed, and offer instructional behaviour. They need to be able to offer positive student outcomes such as achievement, motivation, and self-efficacy beliefs. Students learn best when their learning environment is supportive and productive. Students' needs, backgrounds, perspectives, and interests need to be reflected in the learning program. Constructivism theory strongly agrees with this statement, as they believe learning is done best when it builds on a person's prior knowledge and experiences. The cognitive approach also strongly believes that learning must focus on making knowledge more meaningful by offering experiences that relate new information to prior knowledge. Students are challenged and supported to develop deep levels of thinking and application. Assessment practices are an integral part of teaching and learning. Teachers need to ensure that students receive frequent constructive feedback that supports further learning. Learning connects strongly with communities and practice beyond the classroom. The Reggio Emilia approach has recognised the importance of education being a communal activity, a time for sharing culture and exploring topics with partnerships between both the children and adults. Quality classroom resources are essential. They help to bring functionality and inspiration to any learning environment. They make lessons interesting, fun, and rewarding for the students, whilst providing opportunities for our students to explore, create, and develop understandings of their world around them. Children need to be provided with resources that are age-appropriate. This helps to enable them to explore without feeling frustrated or bored. We also need to provide resources that extend on their learning, having them questioning and experimenting what they are learning. Classroom resources need to be relevant to the children's learning whilst connect strongly to the current curriculum in place. Providing children with relevant, interesting, and challenging resources will help to ensure you're inspiring the children in your class to continue developing their own abilities. Finally, have a look around your classroom. Are each of your students engaged? Are they learning, exploring, experimenting? Are they excited and enjoying their learning? Are there opportunities for discussions, small and large group work? Is there time for your students to reflect and acknowledge other students' learning? As an educator, it is essential to ensure we are teaching the whole child, focusing on each individual needs and aspirations, creating a learning environment that supports and extends their learning positively. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation.